You. I just wanted to say something real quick. Listen, put your fucking content out. And I know people are probably like, oh, the last thing we need is more content creators. First of all, in my opinion, that's super surface level thinking. And it's probably coming from a surface level person if they're saying that. Because, bro, there's one of you, there's one of me. Everybody is so unique and your perspective deserves to be shared with the world, especially if you can help people. So here's the thing. The reason I started doing content in the first place, it took, I'll never forget it. I can't remember his username because it was one of those like default user XYRL usernames. So I can't remember, but I know this guy was from Minnesota. Dude, I posted what I thought was a dumb video about my car and shit that was going on with it. And he's like, bro, what the fuck? Like, the same thing's going on with me. Like, bro, thank you so much. And long story short, we ended up figuring out each other's problems with our cars, and our cars both were fixed after that. I know it sounds stupid, but if I didn't just sack up and put that one dumb video out, none of the shit that's been happening for me would have ever happened. And what has happened for me? I've met some awesome people. I know it sounds weird saying you've met people online, but dude, I've met some awesome people online. I've made a couple bucks here and there, like little brand deals and stuff like that. Nothing crazy. Honestly, I've made less than $1,000 off content. I've been doing this for like a year and a half, which in my opinion is great, but it's not even about the money. And another thing I will say, if you have a unique perspective and you want to do content, but all you're thinking about is, damn, how can I profit off of this? I don't want to say it's a bad thing, but you might have to reevaluate, because as soon as I started seeing numbers go up on at first it was on my TikTok, but especially on Instagram, I realized that it's really not about money. You got to find your purpose first. For me personally, I have a passion for making people not feel alone. I know that sounds crazy and it sounds cringy, but whether it's through stupid meme things that I make or videos like this, I just want to make people feel like, damn, I'm going through the same thing, or I can relate to this, or make somebody laugh. And it's like, fuck, I've changed somebody's day in some little way. I know it sounds crazy. My fellow content creators can definitely relate to what I'm saying. You ever just have a terrible day and then one person gives you a compliment and you're like, damn, I feel a lot better. Or one person makes you laugh and you can't stop thinking about it all day. There's no other feeling like that. But that's another reason why everybody's perspective is so unique. Bro, you might be funny and not even know it. Like, it's not just for your sake. It's for the greater good of humanity and making people laugh. And that's another reason why I started doing content too. It was honestly a dark time when this happened, and I'm sorry, I can't remember who it was, but I think one of my friends told me, they're like, oh, dude, why don't you do stand-up or something like that? I'm like, no, like stand-up. And that's not a knock against stand-up whatsoever. I just personally couldn't see myself doing that. So the moral of the story here is your perspective is extremely unique, and you need to understand that. I still have a hard time understanding that. And I get this imposter syndrome type of thing that goes on sometimes. I'll just be having not so great of a day, and then I'll be like, damn, I just talked some crazy motivational stuff like, oh, I'm a fraud. But it's like, bro, you got to get over that shit. And I promise you, it's not all about, oh, how many views did I get? It's hard to get out of this mindset, trust me. And I still find myself messing up sometimes, but it's not all about how many subscribers you have, how many views you get, how much engagement Mark Zuckerberg tells you got on Facebook for your Facebook bonus. It can't be about that. Again, it's hard to not just think about that, depending on what your goal is with this whole thing. But things started going really good for me with all this once I started caring about the impact that I made opposed to all the numbers. It's like, I'm still working full time right now, but the hours I spend outside of work and the majority of my weekends is all from our YouTube and just content in general. And I'm telling you, that is the reason I fucking move forward every single day. I love this shit. Another great thing too, starting to put myself out there has helped me with not feeling aimless. A lot of people are aimless and they have no idea. I just spent an hour and a half walking around this field. I'm trying to get tan, dude. I'm tired of this pale ass body. Put your content